right now that you're particularly fond of? Christine, I know you like Lux. A lot.
Drop it. Do-do-do-do-do-do. What was the question?
Other characters you like that you did not voice?
Oh. I like Twisted Fate, but obviously I can't voice him, but I like to look at him. Who else is fun? There are lots of fun characters. Ezreal's cool, because he's like, I think he's kind of like a male version of Lux. And I mean that in the manliest way possible.
What? There's no one better than Tree.
And I really like playing Nidalee too, because, guys, she turns into a cat.
The internet is all about cats, I hear.
Yes.
Kyle, actually, is there anyone in the game that you're particularly fond of?
I haven't done a lot of playing, and what little I have button mashed and gotten absolutely nowhere. So I just say, like, all right, Operation Meat Shield, I'm out there, and then I'm dead. And then like, you guys take care of it, I'm just gonna sit back here and fire things. I've played as Graves. I'm told that Ezreal requires a bit of skill. I have none. So I have not done that yet. But I do remember kind of a funny story from In the Booth, to go back to your earlier question.
Sure.
Back when I did my first session, the guy from Riot Games goes, okay, so this character, when we get to the screaming, is like, there's like power-up yells. Have you ever heard of an anime called Dragon Ball Z?
Please say that the next part of the story is you punch him.
No, I just politely said, like, actually, I worked on that show. I think that was like the training ground for any fighting, shooting, anything where you have to scream at the top of your lungs. It's like, I can do it, I survived Dragon Ball Z. I can do this. So I think that's when the seed was planted, when they did Pulsefire Ezreal, and he has the over 9,000 joke. It's like, oh, the voice actor works as Gohan. Yes.
There might be a link here.
Yeah, perhaps, yes.
Let's take it back further. So let's talk about everyone actually playing the game. Is there anyone who plays on a semi-regular basis, like at least weekly?
I live with roommates, and we all play together, and it was a great bonding experience. It really brings you together when you're there cussing.
It's good to have in the room.
And also losing together so many times. Yeah.
Because I remember when we first did IPL 4, we had a pros versus fans match.
Yes.
And you were about to lock in Lux. It was like, no, you have to play Riven.
I freaked out. I was like, I've never played that character. What do I do?
And you were top lane, I remember. You were just like hovering around the turret, and unbeknownst to you, the entire enemy pro team was waiting in the bush. Waiting to 5-man gank you at the moment you came, but you were just like, I don't see anyone. And then they blew it, and you look awesome.
Dyrus, I will never forgive him. But especially Pobelter.
Yes.
That Teemo is gonna pay.
Show of hands, who hates Teemo? And not just restricted to these guys, everyone here. Hate for Teemo.
Nobody likes Teemo.
I like how the one with the Teemo hat also raised his hand. Anybody else stories about actually playing?
Unfortunately, a lot of us up here have Macs, and so it has been kind of a disaster, and me yelling at the computer, crashing again, thank you. So I hear there's a new goodie that might be coming. Or
Beta environments.
I missed the window.
Yeah, so still you gotta wait for the beta signs to go up, and then you're ready to go.
Yeah, so that hasn't gone well for me.
Yeah, a lot of voice actors are Mac people. It sort of lends itself to the auditions. And so Eric and I we tried the iLol. It froze up on us a lot. What was the name? I started with the beginning. I cannot remember it. You guys know there. And yeah, we got a lot of freezing, a lot of white patches on the screen, and I mean, I had a lot of fun doing the tutorials, but that's as far as I got. And you know, a lot of us are gamers. Eric was a tester. It's not like we're scared off by that, but you know, it's as we get more and more involved with you guys, there's less and less of an excuse not to play, and we are going to start. And I'd like to get to a point where we were doing what Christina was doing and getting maybe a team of 5 voice actors together and playing some pros. I think people would want to see us get slaughtered. I don't know.
Yeah. It'd be 5 minutes of awesome.
I'm just happy that so many people do the playthroughs on YouTube. I watch a lot of those.
So it's like, are you guys any particular fans of some of the big names out there? You mentioned like Lily Pichu before. You guys like Donkey? There's a lot of stuff. Which, by the way, we're still trying to get him as a commentator for an IPL event. So just hold on.
Oh shit! I'm trying to get him to answer just 1 PM from me. He's too big a rock star. What's up, Don?
Any big fan stuff out there that any of you are a fan of?
Yo.
I like the song that goes, driven, something on the battlefield, something for the playground.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Draven stuff going on right now.
It's understandable, it's great thing.
That's right. Let's admire me for a bit.
We'll just take 5 minutes for Draven then. It's Draven time?
Oh, you know what a really good one? Lily Pichu's Christmas song that went, jingle bells, Kiva smells, and if you laid an egg, something, something, wick, 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 wick.
That was Lily, wasn't it? Yeah. Lily Pichu, you rock.
Yeah.
So, I know that some of you have experience, we talked about the IPL events and stuff, so now being integrated into this whole esports thing, you see the pros, you see the crowds, you see the reaction. What was your first kind of impression seeing the big crowds and all the people there in person starting the games, and even like some interactions with the pros even, if any?
It was utterly amazing. we went to, well, for us, we were late. I know Christina V's been doing tons of stuff, but we went to IPL Face-Off in San Francisco, and walking into an entire, like, a room like this, and they're watching everyone, you know, a match, and that was insane to me.
And because the reactions,
yeah, because everybody knows what's going on, and they're just like, oh, he just did it, you know, and you're like, ah! It's like frantic, and I'm loving it. I think it's insane. It's awesome.
Yeah, in Vegas, we were just talking about it before we came on. There was a 70-minute, I think it was, match. What were the teams?
Oh, I don't even remember.
You're not doing your job. No, it was really incredible, and you could feel it. It was, you know, not to get too corny, but it was like there was electricity in the air, and the teams were going back and forth across the map. And Eric was trying to explain to Grandpa Adam what was going on, but you don't even have to completely know what's going on to feel that, you know, this is real, genuine excitement.
I think it even got to a point where I think Eric and Christina were backstage. One of you was like lying, one of you were lying in touch with Christina, just like throwing the beard. It was like, this game's really awesome and entertaining, but this beard's so soft.
Beard is OP.
So I think, I'm pretty sure you guys have some questions. Yeah? Show of hands. Raise them. You first, because you're really close, and I'm Blazing.
Hi, I'm Joshua Lin. I also go by Joker of the Deck, and I stream for Hardwired Gaming. I was wondering if any of you guys would like to come to a LAN event we're holding on March 9th for League of Legends.
Here in the Bay Area?
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, well, I tell you what, at the end, I don't know about everybody else, but I'll give out my Facebook info and stuff. Any stuff you have like that, send it to me. And I do, I mean, if you talk to the fans, I respond to as many, and if I can, all PMs that come to me on YouTube.
He hasn't slept in a week.
Well,
I'm going to be, personally, I'm going to be in LA at that particular day.
I think I'm gonna be in the UK.
I'm in LA too, sorry.
Hey, I was curious as to what your reaction was like the first time you saw your voice connected to the champion itself, or whether you had seen that beforehand, or just what it was like seeing that.
anybody want to take that?
Well, mine personally, I mean, obviously, Ash is pretty hot. So it's like, oh yeah. I like that. Yeah, I mean, it's just cool. It's always cool to see your voice put into the actual character. There's something that's just, it just brings it. In your head, you're visualizing, and we did see the artwork when we auditioned and when we recorded. So, obviously, you kind of just put your voice into what the character looks like, but it's always a really cool feeling to see it brought to life. Yeah.
I thought this would be my cool character, like a really tough, deep voice girl, and then I heard it and I realized that it's not. And I read the comments, they're like, oh, Ribbon's voice is so moe. I was like, no! It's cool!
Stop being so son-son.
I was wondering if Christine could do her best impression of Draven.
Best impression of Draven.
Draven. Do your best Draven.
Me?
Yes.
Welcome to the League of Draven!
That was kind of Cookie Monster, so it was nice.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
Hi, my name is Ryan Evans from Anime FX here in San Francisco. Draven, our entire club, loves you. Would you please come to one of our events? It would make our year.
Get a hold of me afterwards. We'll talk.
Yeah. So say like all the appearance stuff, like they'll give out all their Facebooks and contact stuff. You can just contact them separately.
Hi, my name is Andre Parcells, last year staffer for MusicCon in South Florida. Whose idea was it to make Draven so damn cocky?
That actually, I mean, part of that was really Riot, honestly. But when I got into the session, I remember talking to them and I said, so I get the impression that he's a little more of a wrestler, you know, like the pro wrestler. And they said, I think you have a good idea of where we're going with this. And so when I started delivering the lines, I started adding in just the little laughs. And when I'm in the booth, I always say this, I'll coach every now and again, and VO's an ugly business at times. And so I'm in there just like, welcome to the, you know, and I'm doing all the hands and all that. But yeah, I honestly saw it as like, what was it, D-Generation X or one of the, you know, WWF kind of, where they would roll in and they're just like, yeah! Woo! So I just kind of went with that and they seemed to love it. So it was probably probably more Riot, but maybe a little bit of, you know, coordination among parties.
Alright, forgive me in advance, but I wanted to know if anyone's ever played Dota, and if so, what's your favorite hero?
I have not played Dota.
If we can't play League, you think we can play Dota? No, a good friend of ours actually, Dave Fenoy, who is the main character in Walking Dead League. By the way, we've got Omid, Kenny, and Clementine from Walking Dead right here. But Dave Fenoy, I think, is 7 Dota heroes. So we'll get him up here next time and he'll answer that one.
And also semi-related to Walking Dead, Adam, I'm sorry I killed you.
I have a question for Christina in regards to the IPL5 cosplay contest. What was your reaction to that burlof charging the stage?
Oh, burlof. Wait, I have to kind of remember. Okay, he was either drunk or pretending to be drunk. Anyways, I thought it was a good cosplay. And then he started air humping me, and I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, they escorted him out, didn't they?
And then I see people trying to usher him, like, hey, you gotta leave the stage, we gotta get going. And he's just like, nah.
That was Buddy doing that.
Yeah, Buddy was like, it's time to move on. And he's just like, nah, I'm gonna stay here. And then I see Buddy jump off. He's like, okay, go, sleep.
For that, he actually tried to jump the line before we wrangled him around backstage to go on. It's like at every single instance, we're trying to wrangle everyone, just trying to like invade it. And he finally just decided, screw it, just jumps on stage. Drinking maybe like 3. So.
Right at home in show business.
Hi, I'm Usher Mage 422 on League. I got a question for everybody. Who needs a map?
Who does need a map?
I do.
Hello. I'd like to ask, how do you feel about your champions getting nerfed?
I wouldn't know. Both my champs are OP.